Welcome, Risketeers. We are practicing for round 1 of the Legends Tournament. Today, March 5th, is the final day to sign up, so make sure you get signed up. The qualifying games start tomorrow. So get in the game with us. We got Zombie in here playing with us and some other superstar Risk players, so we'll hopefully get to learn. I have not played these settings yet, so that'll be great. Practice. For us, we're talking about the Legends Tournament sign up. I will post a link for you guys, but you got to get signed up by the end of the day today, which is March 5th. This is the round 1 settings, which are really interesting. It's a small map. This is how the bonuses work in New York, New York. Staten Island's a +3, Queens is a +12. It's the 5 boroughs. Manhattan's a +5, Brooklyn's a +12, and the Bronx is a +3. We do have blizzards on, which cause this map to get a little more choky through the middle. So when you're setting your cap here, most likely you're going to want to set it where you are going to use a guard for your potential bonus. The Bronx is a 2 territory +2. But I would love to have a Staten Island with this 6, but when we have this black cap right next to us, we can't really do that. So I need another spot that I can work from a guard. I think it's right here. Although orange has a 5. So I think Zombie's not going to like that I just put that there. He may try to take it turn 1, actually. I may be in a little bit of trouble. The only positive is I go before him is the only reason I can do that. So alliances are on, so we're accepting alliances in this setting. Oh, I didn't accept everybody's. Let's see who we got. We got D1, CK Skin, a Grandmaster flying the flag of Canada. We have X Knowledge flying the flag of the US. A Grandmaster currently shows an intermediate. We've got Zombie flying the flag of the US, a Grandmaster, and recent World Championship finalist. Crackle, a Grandmaster flying the flag of Barbados. And with the good hair flying no flag, listed as a novice, but likely a Grandmaster because these game settings came out of the Grandmaster lobby. So that's probably what we're dealing with here. All right, let's look at where these capitals are. So we're here, and as we expected, Zombie goes right next to us because he's got another position there in the Bronx. He wants the 2 territory +2. He will outgain us very fast right there. So I wonder if he will actually be our ally and we can work next to each other. We've also got the problem of red putting his cap out on our edge here in Queens. Queens is a +12, Brooklyn's a +12. Both are really hard bonuses to hold. Our big troop alignment's over here, but we didn't want to put it right next to black because black is ahead of us in turn order, meaning he could hit it really early on. We didn't have a great spawn for putting a cap. This is not a good cap. Obviously, you're buried between everybody. This was a potential cap here in Brooklyn Heights. That was probably my other potential option, which maybe is where I should have gone. Looking back at it, probably would have been the place to go. So we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out here, how it all shakes out. We get a little music going here in a second. Alright, we gotta add here, because Zombie's gonna be a pain for us. Don't want to roll a 3-stack necessarily. That may have not been the best move, but we're gonna try it. I don't think he's going to hit a 7 cap on his first turn. That would be wild, but we'll see. What I need is to be able to move some of these guys back through. But this map, because of the number of troops you get, everyone's got a big stack that they're working with. Oh, sorry. Everyone's got a big stack they're working with, so it makes it a little bit tricky to get your troops where you need them. Red built his secondary position out here. We're kind of in 3 positions. Alright, the problem is I got Zombie right next to me, and he's a crazy good player. I've also got Red boxing me in from this side, so we're in big trouble right now. Zombie might hit us right here. I don't think he does, because it's just a crazy attack to make early. He does not. Okay. So we are talking Legends Tournament. Today's the last day. I'll put the link in there. The way the Legends Tournament works is once you sign up today, we'll have a qualifying round this upcoming week. And all you have to do for your qualifying round is show up. There's no points awarded or anything like that. You just show up, play your game for fun. It's just to get everybody familiar with the way the format works, how to see your schedule, how to log into the games, and how to deal with the UTC time conversion to make sure you understand what you're signing up for in terms of availability and things like that. So we'll have the qualifying round this week. The points won't matter at all from that. Round 1 is the following week. Points will start accumulating at that point, but everybody makes it from round 1 to round 2, no matter how many points you have. There's no cutoff, so you just have to show up for your round 1 game. You get into round 2, but the points will accumulate at that point. Then we start with the cutoffs after round 2, based off of points. All right, so Magenta and Black both have their caps here, which is interesting because I had thought about putting my cap here. Magenta's off attacking up here. We've now got White moved out of this spot, which is great because we can off attack here and even fortify next to Orange potentially. This game potentially goes forever. That's why I think Caps games are kind of dumb, I guess is the right word. But especially when you're playing with these Grandmasters, like we might lose early because of our positioning. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to add 1 there. And we are going to work off of both sides of Orange to put a little pressure on him to not be able to work off of his cap. We've still got kind of this positioning here with White sandwiched in between us. So we are tough to kill at this point with this 6 stack. That's kind of what you want to do early on in these games, is be tough to kill, especially when you're playing against like superstar players. Alright, so Red off attacks. He's just rolling out his 2 to try to get a free card. No, he doesn't decide to do it. He's down to 4 territories. He's got a 2 stack down here that's not going to last much longer. This 2 stack's also next to a cap, so Red's in a little bit of trouble, except he's got a really strong cap he's working with. I'm trying to keep my cap just strong enough to convince Zombie not to do something crazy. That's really what my focus is right now. Zombie's got his secondary built up very nicely. No one's taking a bonus, and it's going to be tough to take a bonus. The only realistic bonuses are the Bronx, which is a +3. Maybe Manhattan +5. And then Staten Island's a +3. That's pretty realistic, except there are 2 caps there right now. We are now in an alliance with everybody. So what I'm doing is making sure Zombie doesn't get this cap, because that would be really unfair. Would love for White to fortify one direction or the other here, and that would give me space to move my guys around like I need to. See if Black hits here and gets sandwiches Magenta. No, he just keeps building on his cap, making it stronger. What you gotta do in these games, that makes sense. We're going to work on moving some of these guys back in and giving White a path out potentially. I still don't think Zombie's going to want to hit my 5-stack, knowing my cap is right on the other side of him. So I'm just trying to keep that strong enough to be annoying for him. At some point he'll hit it, obviously, when cards get big. But for now, it's just annoying enough that he won't hit it, hopefully. Alright, Zombie's working. He's going to hit my 5-stack with his exterior. How about that? He's saying he doesn't like it there. He wants me to move it out, so I'm telling him I'll move it out for him. He's got to give me this spot back to work out of. Oh no, I can move it out here. That's connected. Bayside and East Bronx are connected here through this little... that is technically an isthmus, I think is the geography term there, as an isthmus, connecting two pieces of land through a body of water. White's got a nice exterior going. Orange is consolidating into one position because he wants this bonus. I eventually want Manhattan, but I gotta be in a position where I'm strong enough to Orange that he respects me having Manhattan. I would love this white 12 not to be here. It's blocking my 6-stack from being able to help me take a bonus, but it's also blocking anybody from killing me. So, little good, little bad. I could also move the 6-stack down here and create a better exterior, which I might do next. I would also like this magenta 3 not to be here. Thing, Zombie, I am not in VC, so I'm just going to play you guys silently. Do you think I have a good shot? As long as you and I are talking and we're not going to break each other, we're good, right? Just kidding, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Okay, so we're going to add 1 down here so we can build our exterior. Put the rest in our cap. Consolidate down here into a better exterior. Good luck, Zombie. Just don't kill me. Alright, here goes red. Yeah, appreciate it. Red's got 2 positions. They're really close to each other, but he's got 2 nice positions. He's kind of got an attacking position he's using. White's kind of doing the same. Red's giving him space to move, which stinks because I just moved these guys down, thinking I was never going to have that. Magenta is hopefully not going to add here. Hopefully he'll add here. If he adds here, that would be really annoying. He's going to have to start working somewhere, though, to get cards. Here's a zombie. Oh, I forgot to move my guys out. Oh, I forgot about that. That was my bad. That was my bad, zombie. Now he's definitely going to hit me with that 29 stack. So we got to build something much stronger there. Even cards here may be the way to go. Oh, we don't have cards. Okay. That was a bad move. I should have moved that out. I forgot to move them out. They're all in the VC, so they're all talking to each other. We're just playing without the VC here so I can commentate as we go through for you guys. Which gives us definitely a negative position. Magenta does add in that position I didn't want him to add. So he's got more troops tucked in now. The only good news is my 4 is kind of nicely blocked in by these 3, which keeps Zombie from being able to take it. White goes early cards, how about that? Okay, black is working back through to magenta on the other. He's gonna Yeah, we waited one too many turns to take Magenta's externals out. That would have been a smarter move. Shouldn't have the troops to do it with zombies sitting here this strong. So what we do now is we build our cap as high as we can, try to convince zombie not to hit us. We move that down a little further. See how many go early cards here. That'll be interesting to see. Alright, so red's here with an external not that far away that he's using to attack. White's here with an external not that far away he's using to attack. Magenta just built himself a minor exterior, but he card blocked himself. And I didn't take one of the troops to card swap with him. So he's in a bit of a tough scenario. Hopefully that doesn't mean he's going to hit our 4. I don't think he has many other options though, so. Does zombie hit us here with his cap? No, he just builds back onto it. Nobody else is taking cards early yet, just black so far. We will basically be taking cards just to keep our position safe relative to zombie. See what Magenta does. I think he adds to this 7 and hits my 4. But he gives himself nowhere to go next turn by doing that. So he's still card blocked in here. He's in a bit of a tough spot. No one's going to help him out of that. I've still got an external I can take cards with, but I've got to add a lot to my cap. I'm only going to get the 6 trade, because only one player has turned in early, which kind of a smart move by black there. He got to turn in early and didn't lose anything because of it. Oh, he takes out that external Magenta. That's perfect. Yeah, he wants to take him fully out. I'm going to give him, yeah. We'll help him out there and take the other one out. We're going to take this other one out. Because I'm seeing what black's wanting to do. We're limiting Magenta where he can work, and card blocking him back into here. I think we're strong enough, so zombie's getting the 10 trade, plus he's got a +2. So he's going to be a problem here. He eventually takes me out. I need to start working on his externals next. Red takes out black's externals, okay. So black's limited here, but he's also got this orange 3 to hit. Yeah, red really wants to block black in down here, but black's also got this. He's got a lot of troops he can take here, so I don't know that that really helps him a lot. It's kind of interesting how he decided to go about that. Let's see if zombie hits us. We really don't want him to hit us, obviously. I think he focuses on his external. Yeah. See, they're trying to card block black, but black has this position here he can work out from. Oh, I thought he was just maybe signaling black there. Interesting. He's kind of given Magenta now a way out. That's interesting. That's an interesting spot to move. See, someone would have to block here if we're really going to card block black and Magenta. And no one's going to move into those positions, just lose troops. Zombie really uncard blocked Magenta there. Interesting. Let's see what White decides to do. See if he fortifies back to this position to lock in Black. I think that's too risky of a move. He does. Okay, so we're basically card blocking Black here. Magenta's worried, so he adds to his cap, so Black doesn't roll it. He also gets his troops, and he comes and hits Orange here to get his card. Does he move into a position where it's harder to card block him? No. He fortifies everybody back, huh? Okay. Black is now card blocked, unless he has cards on 3. He's going to roll the 32. He rolls it. Okay. Which is great, feeds Black to us by doing that. We'll have to split off there. Would be really nice to have cards on 3, but that doesn't really matter. We take the bounty, get the cards. We get 20 for cards. We put everyone we can back here to prevent Zombie from hitting us. The Zombie hit us either way, probably. But we'll see if we can do that to keep both. We might lose both because we have 2 now and we're in the middle, so we'll see. I could have given back up that cap, would have been an option. So 2 options there. I could have rolled everybody back to my original cap or put everybody here next to Magenta. That would have been the more likely move I make because he's so weak compared to Zombie. And Zombie's got a bonus he's also working on. Red breaks me here. It's an unnecessary break, but okay. Could have hit White here just as easily. I think Zombie rolls my cap here. Zombie doesn't have a great external to work with, so if he has a terrible cap roll, he puts himself at risk, so that's what I'm leaning on. Magenta also doesn't have a great external, so if he has a bad cap roll, he would eliminate himself. So I'm kind of betting on them not wanting to take that risk. And in a tournament game, they're less likely to take the risk than this practice game. So we'll see which way they go. We've got our 5 cards, and cards are at 25. Magenta also could have cards. If Magenta has cards on 3, he definitely rolls that. Zombie gets an easy take. Does he fold everybody back into the cap? Yeah. Okay. White gets 25. Let's see what he decides to do. Does he go put pressure on Magenta? He just hits me a couple of times. Okay. Let's see if Magenta has cards. That'll change the way this game's played. Yeah, he does. I think he rolls my cap. No, he doesn't. Okay. He builds here because he does not want to get card blocked. He hits Orange. Hits a 3. He doesn't like Orange being in here. That bonus is all of this, though. It's all of queens that you have to get. He rolls them all back to the cap for a nice even 69. Which people dab appropriately. Okay, so we've got two caps. We're not the strongest two caps. Magenta and orange, who are bordering us, are the two strongest caps. But they're a long way away from each other. So tough for them. If one of them rolls me, then they kind of feed the kill to the other one. So we're hoping kind of mutually assured destruction there. We are stronger than red. Red has a 15 external. White has a 13 external. I need to build a true external probably because I am card blockable by this long contiguous line I have, which I would kind of like someone to clean out without breaking my bonus, but red seems to like breaking my bonus. Since I have two caps, he thinks that's... Oh, no, he doesn't break me here. That's great. Let's see if he rolls all the way into his cap. Yeah, so he puts everybody back on the cap. Zombie gets cards here, and cards are up to 40. So the player that I should go for if I'm going to go for a player is red, but I don't have a connection to him for my cap. Either of my caps. Zombie doesn't have cards. Okay. I do have a connection to, so do I do the big cap roll against him and hope for a good roll? I'm gonna lose at least 80 troops doing that. I'm in the best position on the board, so I don't think it's a smart move at this point. It's just too risky of a roll. White does break me, which is a little bit annoying. So if I want to limit an exterior position, it's Magenta's. Except that Magenta's next to me, so I really don't want him to roll me for his exterior. I can't block White's exteriors. I can't block Red's exteriors. Do I try to keep the Joker? I think I do. I think I go a turn hoping to keep the Joker. Obviously, Zombie could roll me here. I don't think he does for the same reason I'm not rolling anybody. I'm going to leave that 8 stack there. Because I like all these ones that would potentially be safe for me. We're in a bit of a precarious position because two guys are getting cards here. X-Knowledge gets cards at 40. Zombie gets cards at 45. They're both on my borders. Both could take me out here. If they hit this cap, then this cap, they're not going to hit both caps, but they would feed to the other one my bounty. But again, just like I was looking at how much of a risk that would be to hit a cap that's that big, I don't think they will either. Red just goes back to building his external position. I wonder if he works on boxing off White here. See what Zombie does. Zombie's the most likely one to hit me here from his cap. His external's still not really strong, though. He's more likely to add here and move into this position and not put them all on his cap. If he puts them all on his cap, we know he's hitting us. It's probably the better way to display that for you guys. Yeah, he's hitting us for sure. He adds all to his cap. He's planning on hitting us. He doesn't hit us this turn, though. Just gonna force us to have to add there. We haven't quite gotten to a stalemate phase yet. At some point, I think everyone goes for the card blocking of Magenta. He's the next target to be able to do that too. You'd have to roll him back to this position, put a big stack right here that he couldn't add enough for. And you got to do it before he gets to 3 cards. And he's going to be at 3 cards after this turn, so it's kind of, that opportunity is missed. We're not going to risk it another turn. And we get to keep the Joker. That's a huge win right there. So we get to keep the Joker because we happen to get the right card. We're going to just put enough to keep Zombie uninterested in taking that. Enough to keep Magenta uninterested in taking that. Yeah, that's fine. Something like that. To give ourselves an extra exterior position. Even give White a way to go hit Red, because we would rather them hit each other than us. Okay, so we got an 80 stack and a 60 stack on our two caps. Again, we're not the strongest caps, because we have two we're splitting between. White is the lowest in terms of troops. He's at 3 cards. We're at 2 cards, but one of them is a Joker, so next turn we will definitely have a trade. Red gets an easy take, builds onto his external position. He's contiguous between his external and his cap, so he can't move back and forth between it as of now. What Zombie want to do? He's giving an attack signal. I don't know why he's giving an attack signal. Zombie, I don't understand your cues. He's telling me to attack. I'm apparently not doing what he wants me to do, so we'll try that. I like this spot because I've got a bunch of spots to attack too. I think he's wanting to card trade here, maybe, is what he was demonstrating. Which is okay, we can do that. I think he wants me to attack this position, East Elmhurst, so that he can card trade here is what he was demonstrating. We'll see if I got the cue right. I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted me to do so that he could get a card here each time. I don't know how long Red lets that happen. Either that or he just wanted me to open up his big stack so he could go hit White likely. He's hoping White's on 4 cards, which he is. Yeah, that's what he's wanting to do. Okay. So we open that up for Zombie to go hit White. White's going to have to go, or Zombie goes through this path right here. He just goes through 1 4 stack. No, he can't. That's his stack. He needs that to get hit. Otherwise, he's got to come through my 26. May have messed that up for him. That blizzard right in the middle is interesting in this map. Let's see where Red hits. If Red hits this 4 stack, it opens it up for Zombie. I don't think he does, though. Yeah, he hits here. Now again, we have that Joker, but we got another chance at a trade, obviously, with that next turn. Zombie's cap's too big to hit. I also don't want to take out his external because that pushes him to hit me. I also don't want to take out Magenta's external because that pushes him to hit me. So really my targets have to be Red and White at this point. White being the weakest player on the board and didn't get cards. He's at 5 cards. But no one gave me a path to one of these. If Red would have hit my 1 stack here, I would have a potential path at White. Except for this. Cards are at 60. That's really risky to hit that without another stack that I can take white out with. Kind of need Magenta to hit something. Magenta might roll my cap here. He just got 60 with cards. No, he's going to hit this. Maybe he hits to here. Keep going, keep going. No, he doesn't. Okay. We really need to open up a path to this. These guys are purposely blocking me off there. And white's at 5 cards, so it's this turn or never, and I can't hit him this turn. So I just don't have enough troops. I think I try again. I think I try again to wait it out. I don't like that I'm blocking myself off so much. Zombie could definitely hit me here. I need someone to hit this one stack or this one stack, but they're purposely not hitting it. Now white gets his 5 here. Zombie also gets cards, so Zombie possibly hits me and takes me. Hoping he doesn't. Hoping red hits this orange stack. Yeah, he opens up Zombie to take out white, and I think Zombie does do that. Oh, he even cleans up some of white? Yeah, so Zombie's going to come through here, clean up white, get 5 cards, then possibly take me out. Or take out one of my caps. Yeah. We only had 17 there. Interesting, okay. Surely he hits my 86 stack after getting cards. Yeah, he uses that just to clean up. Now he's going to take out white. That's what he was waiting for us to give him a path out. Hopefully he loses a ton of troops there. Let's see what he loses. Lost 90 troops. Yeah. Now he's got to split them between 2 caps. Interesting. But he's got cards. Why is he pointing at me? He moves them all back. Okay. He gives up that other cap. Does Magenta hit it? Magenta doesn't have cards to work with. Tempting to take that 3rd cap. But then Zombie just definitely hits me next turn when he's got 5 more cards to work with. Okay. He's gonna roll that cap either way, but I kind of like making him roll an 80. Oh, I didn't get to save the Joker trade, so I'll have to do that. Ugh. It's a lot of troops to lose, but I think we gotta take the 3rd cap in that scenario. Zombie's gonna get cards. He won't be able to take all 3 of our caps. Magenta takes this at some point. But I don't think he wants to lose a bunch of troops for nothing. But at some point he takes that. So again, Legends Tournament today, March 5th, is the final day to sign up. So make sure you sign up tonight. Get your spot. I'll put a link down in the video on YouTube. I'm at Mitch on Risk on YouTube. Also streaming live on Twitch at Mitch on Risk. Sign up for the Legends Tournament. It's going to be super fun. All skill levels are welcome. We want you guys in the tournament. The more, the merrier. Makes it really fun. We just had a 1,000-person tournament for the World Championships. We're hoping for another big number in the Legends Tournament for sure. Now let's see if Zombie hits us here. He's mad at us. Is he mad enough to hit an 86 cap? Yeah, he is. No, he just builds for now. He wants to wait one more turn and get the advantage on me there. He's also waiting to see if Magenta maybe hits one of my other caps. Magenta definitely hits this turn. He adds his 85 to his 150 and takes both caps. He gets them right next door to each other. That's a great spot to be in. He definitely hits it. He loses 115 to take it. He's down to 135 troops. I'm down to 165. Red's got cards also. Let's see what he splits his caps at. $69, even, and 56. We just need a spot for a card. We think that Zombie's going to hit this. We're pretty confident he's going to hit that. It's like, nah, I'd rather keep him. Okay, so I think we get hit here by Zombie, especially if he has cards on 3. And then I become the fish, I think. It was an aggressive play that I made to take this third cap, but I think Magenta was hitting this cap no matter what. So I don't think I really had another option. Maybe my option would have been to forfeit that cap to Magenta and just move my troops over to this cap. Maybe. Would have been tough though because I have this one that no one will take out for me, which is really smart by them. But now it doesn't matter because I obviously don't have that cap anymore. I think there's an opportunity to card block Magenta now, and I don't have to worry as much about upsetting him as a neighbor. But the real gameplay is Orange. So Orange is going to hit this cap next turn, especially if he has cards on 3. The Zombie's got the most troops. He heads for a card. Doesn't look like he's going to hit me this turn. He didn't have cards on 3, so troops on 3, so he's thinking maybe I won't either, which is accurate. So I'm not able to defend myself there. Magenta takes my 1 out, fortifies back, and blocks himself. How much does he block himself there? Yeah. Now there's 2 territories you'd have to block him with, but that's possible there. I like that Red's blocked off from his 62 stack. I think I do this. I'm almost sure Zombie's hitting me up here, so I'm going to keep building this third capital. I think it's my best chance to hold a cap. I'm just going to feed troops to Zombie. He's going to hit that next turn when he gets cards most likely. I really need cards on 4 and hope that I get to use them. Magenta's weakest in terms of troops, but he does have 2 caps. He only has 2 cards. No way Red hits this because he knows Zombie's sitting next to it. It is more possible that Red hits this. But I think Red's just trying to build 2 positions. Does he block and split Magenta here on 2 cards? If so, Zombie could finish the card block. Let's see if he splits. If he does, let's see if Zombie moves his guys down. No, okay, so he doesn't trust Zombie to figure that out. He's gonna hit here and block off at this side. No. He's trying to take the bonus? He wants Brooklyn. Well, that would block off Magenta from this end. So he's got Magenta blocked off. Yeah. That's a super smart play. So Magenta's getting 10 troops. So he would have to roll an 11 on 11. It's close. I think he could have left a few more troops here. Don't know how the split worked. Magenta has to roll an 11 on 11 and hope to get lucky. He's at 2 cards, so if you get him card blocked now, you got him. My job's just not to hit this Magenta 3. And Red's doing all the work here. Zombie did not take us and did not turn in cards because he knows he's safe right now. Can I add enough here to make him not hit this cap? See if he gets lucky. No, he doesn't. Oof. That's probably game for Magenta. He could have rolled off a bunch of troops into this position, decided not to, kind of interestingly. If he rolls a bunch of troops to this 1, then Red would have had to guard him. Interesting. Okay, so we go 3 here. And we just make that really, really painful for Zombie to hit that if he wants to hit that. This game's getting a little bit more stalematey, except that we maybe have a card block going on in Magenta here. So we'll see if Red can execute this properly. The card block just means that Magenta can't get another card, can't make a big attack. Red doesn't get cards on 3. So Magenta can break in there. Unless Red needs to fortify down. He's got to fortify that 6. He's got plenty of troops to do it with, though. Yeah. He just needs to, yeah. There you go. He's got a card block still going on Magenta. Interesting. So it'll take a while for Magenta's card block to take effect because he's still at 140 troops. I don't know at what point Red will actually go for it. The Zombie try to hit this cat? No, he's just getting enough to take Red out of this position. Which I kind of liked having Red in this position, but Zombie's going to take him out of that position. I'm probably going to stop hitting Zombie to put a little pressure on him. He's got this territory he can attack and this territory outside of the big spots. So Red could block him here, and I could potentially block him here. But he's got a 343 cap, so he would just run through my cap. So it's not advantageous for me to card block Zombie at this point. We've got a horse and a little guy to work with. Interesting, Magenta decides not to build there with more troops to force Red to have to guard with more. Okay, so our focus is card trading with Red, not Zombie. We want Zombie to have to go through Red here. He can still go through me here, but at some point I could block that when it's advantageous. Right now it's not advantageous because if he got card blocked, he would roll my 185 cap, which would suck. I think Red and I are good card trading here. Red can't take this bonus because he's card blocking. It's getting slightly stalematy, except we're all getting bigger than Magenta because he can't get cards. We got lucky cards on 3 there. Some point zombie might roll that cap. Getting slightly stalematey. Magenta should add like a 30 stack here to put pressure on red. He should fortify 20 troops or something here to make red bring more down to this split. So cards are going up by 5 apiece. So if I wait, I maybe get an extra 10 troops, but it's just not worth it. Zombie's going to get too excited about hitting this at some point. Let's see if red lets me keep this. I'm doubting he does. We'll give him a shot to be really nice to us. So the two biggest caps are back here right next to each other. I'm at about 300 and Zombie's at about 350. He's got cards, but I keep getting cards slightly before him, but he's got more cards than I do. He's at 362, I'm at 395, so he's got more troops than me once he turns in cards. Red and I are really close, except he's 2 cards ahead of me. Yeah, so now Magenta's put a little more pressure on red to bring down more troops to block him, which is a smart move. He should have put like a 30 stack here. Would have been really hard for... Okay, does red also go for a... Ah. He's going to move his 119 down to here? He's rolling out some extra troops. Interesting, interesting. He doesn't break me, which is cool. Card block zombie, you gotta go here. Well, that cap is not quite in the right spot to card block him. You gotta go here, and really here. Or here and here. You could card block him in Sunnyside and Ozone Park if both red and I split our caps. But you gotta do it when Zombie's not at 5 cards, obviously. You'd have to wait till after this next card turn in and see how Zombie sets himself up. There you go. So Magenta moves out all of his troops. He figures it out. He can break the card block by doing that, for sure. And now he's really mad at red, which works out great for us. Okay. It's gonna get interesting. Let's see what red does. Red goes into 1 big stack. He's in 3 stacks, 4 stacks, really. Okay. This is what happens when you get into a stalemate game, is... Zombie starts messing around with the number of troops he puts out at a time and shows off his math skills. I think Red's getting in position to card block Orange. But Zombie stays at 3 cards by waiting till 5 there, so that's smart. I'm going to try to leave this capital as open as possible so I don't get blocked. Magenta moves out to get his card, but then moves everybody back. It'd be interesting to see if he gets cards there. Okay, Red's at 4 cards. He's weakened Magenta a lot. He's down to 179, but he's got 2 caps you gotta roll. And Red's building his position over by me like he's gonna roll my cap. He does. How about that? Okay. We're down to 1 cap, and Zombie could easily take us out next turn, especially if he has cards. That kind of stinks. See if Zombie rolls us for the bounty and 3 cards. Now, the 3 cards are only going to get you 125 troops, so it's not super valuable. Red's nearly impossible to card block. He's got Magenta card blocked again, unless Magenta has cards here. So interesting, Magenta went back and to fortify. Could have left the stack right here just fine. I think Zombie goes for me, which is great. Perfect. This game won't last 5 hours this way. So kind of got double teamed there. It's not super productive the way they killed us. In a tournament game, it probably happens differently because they're only getting 125 troops, right? So now Zombie's down to 186. He's in big danger from Red, except Red doesn't have cards. But sometimes that's just the way it works. Red was playing a very aggressive game. Made an early aggressive move to take Zombie's extra cap, which may have been my problem. But that's just sometimes the way it works. Zombie makes the very aggressive move. Let's see how many troops he lost on that attack. Yeah, he lost 433 troops, and his card turn in is going to be, I can't see it, but 140 or something like that. So I don't 100% get it. Red easily can card block Orange now. He should be working off all of his externals here and can card block him quite easily. Except he's got Magenta behind him, who's already upset with him. I think the move there for Red was to hit Orange a lot harder than that. And to take back his second cap. Like, he's got nobody left. He's got a completely unprotected cap. He had his 58 stack. He could at least move there and cause Zombie a lot more pain to get that cap back. I think that was a miss. Red is playing aggressively towards everyone but Zombie, which makes sense. They potentially are talking in the VC and partnering up on that piece of it. Okay, so again, the whole purpose of this video, which we will be posting, is make sure you're signed up for the Legends Tournament. These are the settings for round 1. The last day is today, March 5th. So I'll try to get this posted right after so you guys have it. But get signed up ASAP so you can play in the Legends Tournament. All skill levels are welcome. I'll post the link in the comments in YouTube so that you guys can sign up. And we want as many people as possible in there. Let's see what Magenta does. Magenta goes and takes out Red's external, just upset with him. Fortifies back to his cap. It definitely turned into a bit of a two-player game where Zombie and Red just kind of partnered up, which happens sometimes in these VC games. Red could easily hit Zombie and take him out of the game here. Did he get cards? No. He maybe can't fully take him out of the game, but he could basically end Zombie's game here if he wanted to. But it might weaken him a little too much. Magenta's only at 128, but he's got cards. He's got a potential for cards at 4. So again, get signed up for the Legends Tournament. I'll post the link for you guys. If you have questions, please send them my way. The qualifying starts tomorrow. Alright, so Zombie was just setting up to take Magenta out of the game. He gets the 4 cards. Red has set himself up for absolute disaster now. Except he's got 4 cards, so he may be okay here. We'll see. The qualifying round starts this week. If you're in the qualifying round, all you have to do is show up and play. It's just to get everybody comfortable with settings. If you show up, you're into round 1. If you don't show up, you're out of the tournament. So make sure you show up for your qualifying match. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'd love to help you get set up, especially if it's your first tournament. Sometimes it can seem daunting. Don't be scared. It's just for fun. There is prize money, actually, for this tournament. But don't be too scared of playing. He locks his 296 in, but he's also locking in Zombie's 313. But he could have taken all those caps without unlocking the 313. I think that would have been the move to come down here and take that. See if Zombie has cards on 4 here. If he doesn't, he's in big trouble. Oh, he also didn't take... Oh, he does unlock the stack. Okay, so he's betting on him not having cards, but he locked his stack in. Otherwise, he could take Zombie completely out of the game. That's just a mess up there, right? If he hits there, Zombie's dead. See if Zombie has cards. It gets more interesting if Zombie has cards. If not, the game's over. Zombie has cards! Alright, let's see how he plays it out. Zombie buries all of his troops on a cap. Huh. Zombie plays the safest move he can make to say good luck getting me because I know you don't have cards. So Red's going to take out his additional exteriors and leave Zombie buried, I think. Or he hits it as hard as he can. Knowing that Zombie doesn't have cards, he probably hits it as hard as he can. He's going to card block him. So he's going to make Zombie roll a 156 versus whatever. That's a super smart move. This is why it's fun watching Grandmasters play, because they just play super smart. He blocks them in, so Zombie can't get anything, and Red wins the game. That was an awesome match. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, feel free to follow at Mitch on Risk on Twitch and YouTube. Until next time, may your dice be nice. See you guys.